when you come to when it comes to a relationship and something you desire, what does that really look like for you, right? What does it really look like? How do you want it to go? What type of things you want to happen? You know, you want to do, you want to be very detailed when it comes to what you're looking for and what you're trying to be a part of. Dating today is bigger than just us getting dressed, going out, meeting people, and seeing where it go. You have to be very, very planned out, very methodical, very very directed in what you're trying to do when it comes to you meeting people and getting to know people, this, that, and the third. Now, I always suggest, I've suggested this many times, is that if you're a person that don't really get out the house much, because I always suggest that women that are dating, you should get out the house at least 2 to 3 times a month. If you're a person that's not getting out a lot, you definitely need to be on dating apps. Now, every dating app is different. All dating apps work differently. What's up, hairstylist? All dating apps work differently in different places. A dating app that might work really well in Dallas may not necessarily work that good in a dating app that may work good in Dallas may not necessarily work that good in Chicago. We don't know. So you want to kind of check the places you are and find out what dating app works best for where you are. Right? Dating apps are a tool. It's not the only tool. I don't want y'all to get so caught up into using dating apps that you forget about in real life dating. Being outside and getting to know people in real life is very, very important, because when you're outside and you get to know people in real life, what happens is you start to practice. You get practice about dating and relationships. Right? You get practice of learning how to flirt, learning what to do, and all this kind of stuff, right? When it comes to dating and relationship. What I would say to a lot of y'all is, yeah, she said, I just answered her question. What I say to a lot of y'all ladies, a lot of y'all are out of practice. You don't know how to flirt. You don't know how to break the ice. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to respond. You may not know how to address. You don't know how long should you talk to this person before y'all have a meetup. I always suggest, ladies, if you meet a guy and he's local to you, if you meet a man and he's local to you, what's up, Shonda? If you meet a man and he's local to you, y'all should be having a face-to-face meetup within 7 days, depending upon, you know, your vetting process in those first couple of calls. So if you're talking to a guy and he's local in your town, because a lot of times what men will do is they'll start talking to you and they may not necessarily want what you want. They just want you because men like to talk to women, because women, a lot of times for a lot of men, become a safe space, right? You guys listen to our problems. Y'all let us dump on y'all. Y'all let us tell you about all our issues and all the things that's going on in our life. And y'all think because we're talking to y'all and we're communicating with you on a regular basis that we really want something more from you. And then you start getting attached because of the conversation, because you feel like we're being vulnerable. What we're doing is we just need somebody to talk to, and it's you. So you don't want to become a person's pen pal. So if you start talking to a particular person, what you want to do is you want to make sure that within 7 days y'all have a face-to-face, because you don't want to start developing chemistry and attraction with a person over the phone. And I tell y'all that all the time. So when you start talking to a person within 7 days, if he's local to you, he should be planning a meetup with you, for y'all, right? I don't suggest, ladies, that, she says it took her a long time to figure that out. I don't suggest, ladies, that you start, you know, I've seen ladies do this. I've had times when I've seen ladies say, well, you know, when we gonna meet, or when we gonna get together? I feel like if you got to ask a man when we gonna meet and when we gonna get together, he's not motivated enough yet. Or maybe he's not motivated at all. I think any man that I know that's really into a woman or really digging a woman, he want to see you face to face. Real men don't want, and that's really into you, don't want to just sit around on the phone forever. We don't want to do that. I don't want to just talk to you on the phone. I want to see you, right? She says, after the meetup, when should you go on the first date? I'm confused with that question, sis. So let me talk. I'll probably answer your questions. I keep talking. So what happens is 7 days, y'all get to see each other, right? Your first meetup, when you go on your first meetup with this particular person, you're taking your top 2 vetting questions. I tell y'all this all the time. You want to take your top 2. One of them need to be your deal breaker. Both of them can be your deal breaker. Now, your deal breakers is going to be surrounding your core values or one of your questions. 4 things you want to find out about a guy. 4 things, right? You want to make sure, number 1, there's chemistry and connection. Number 2, you want to make sure he's on the same readiness scale as you. Number 3, you want to make sure he's emotionally available. Number 4, you want to make sure your core values align. Trini Queen, I would say this to anybody. Anytime you're getting to know a guy and he's too busy, I wouldn't put a lot of effort and focus on that situation. Men typically want their money before they want a honey. They're not going to put, if a man is out here trying to get his bag, he's not where he needs to be in life. He's not, he's trying to get himself back on his feet. He went through a breakup, divorce, or whatever. These are men that y'all want to leave alone, because they're not going to be emotionally available enough to be able to meet your needs, right? They might spend some time with you. They might get to know you. They may hang out with you, but they're not going to meet your needs because their main focus is on getting themselves on their feet, on your feet. And what you're going to do is try to start dealing with a guy. You're going to get invested in a guy that's not going to be fully invested in you. So a guy that, now he'll come around, yeah, he's not going to meet your needs. He's not going to meet your needs if he's strictly busy. You need to leave those guys alone. Don't y'all try to jump in there and help him out. Always, you want to use your resources and all that to try to help him get on his feet. Then you become a resource for him, and that's all he wants you for, is the resource. Now, let me get back to what I was saying. If you go out on a meetup with a particular guy, I would say, ladies, keep those first meetups 60 to 90 minutes. When you do a meetup, I say do an activity. Don't do dinner. Do an activity. If you want to meet up at a bar real quick and maybe have one drink, depending upon your alcohol level. Everybody don't need to be drinking. You might need to go and drink, salsa water or something. I don't know. What's up, Sade? But you want to make sure what's up, Gloria? Yeah, you want to make sure when you go out, 60 to 90 minutes, you're not trying to be, you're not going to spend eternity with this particular man. You can go, right, coffee shop is a place you can go, some sort of activity. You can go bowling, because bowling usually, most bowling games only last an hour. You can go bowling. You can go a walk around the park. Y'all got pets. Y'all can go, walk around the dog park. You can go walking around the dog park. If you want to go play an activity, you might want to go do pickleball, something like that. What's up, Flossie Lynn? Keep your dates really quick. Don't do dinner dates. I always recommend dinner dates start to happen once you've settled down with a particular person. You've already done your process of elimination. Now, this is the man you're going to start getting to know to move into actually dating, right? Because listen, I always say it's getting to know until we verbally say we're dating. It's getting to know. I don't believe that any woman is anything until a man says y'all verbally agree, right? So you're going to meet up. Now, I always suggest, ladies, that you get to know multiple men at one time. Get to know multiple men at one time, because that keeps you from being hyper-focused on one guy too soon. It keeps you from locking in and being too focused on one guy too soon. Now, when I say get to know multiple men, I'm not talking about doing the oochie coochie with any of these men. I'm talking about getting to know, laughing, collecting data, seeing who fits, find out who this person is, and then you do a process of elimination. A process of elimination is basically you go home after every date. Say you go on one date per week. It should take you about 4 weeks to kind of do your process of elimination. Say you go on one date per week with these guys. Some guys you might give a second date because he was nervous or whatever. You want to give him a second chance. You go on one date per week. You go back home. You reflect. You find out. You reflect on, does y'all core values align? Right? Does he seem emotionally available? Are y'all going in the same direction? Is he on the same readiness scale as you? Right? These are the things you want to reflect on. If you could say yes to any of these questions, you might want to promote this guy to the next round. If it's a no to any of these questions, you want to get rid of him. And I say this, ladies, if you want to, I don't believe in ghosting people. So what you can do is just shoot them a text. You don't owe anybody a phone call that you just met. You don't owe anybody a phone call unless y'all been dealing with each other for like 3 months or more. Somebody you just met 1 day, 2 days, and you've been knowing them for like 3-4 days, you don't owe them a phone call. You can give them a text. Maybe you've been knowing somebody for about 2 weeks, something like that. You can give them a phone call. Somebody you've been knowing for 3 months or more, you might could do it in person, right? But somebody you just met, just send them a text, say, listen, it was great getting to know you, but I just realized that we're going in 2 different directions. Much success to you in your dating journey. Take care. Block the number, move on. She said, who is meeting guys like that, though? I don't know what you mean by that, sis. Yeah. Charlie, if you always end up with builder bears and guys that are not where you need to be, that speaks more of you, sis, than them. Because it ain't about who you meet, it's about who you keep. So we would have to do a coaching call, because if you're meeting people, you can meet anybody. I can go outside right now and meet a woman that that's just crazy. It's not who you meet, it's who you keep. My question would be not why you're meeting these people, but more so why you're keeping these people. And when you're keeping certain people around, it's because there's commonality there, right? You shouldn't be comfortable with something that's opposite of you. If you're comfortable, it's because there's some similarities. So it's not who you meet, it's really who you keep. So, lady, somebody said who's meeting men like that. When you on a dating app, I would say when you on a dating app like Bumble, Hinge, We not. Shall say you see potential, sis. We ain't marrying potential. We not getting caught up in potential. We dealing with patterns. We passed the potential stage. Potential is just cool. Okay, we're not dealing with potential. We dealing with patterns. So when y'all start dating, y'all get on dating apps. Hinge is a good dating app. Bumble is a good dating app. Another good dating app to use that I'm starting to like. I'm actually on it now because I wanted to I signed up for a membership for a week because I wanted to find out what's really going on. BLK is a decent app. The one thing I like the most about BLK is that BLK lets you meet people within a 300-mile radius. Most dating apps only give you 100-mile radius. Now, I know a lot of times I said I didn't like BLK. That's because I had a bad experience with BLK back in the day. I got back on BLK and I kind of like it. But every dating app typically and for the most part is the same. You still have to do your process of elimination. You have to vet and you got to make sure you're not spending too much time in the inbox. Don't let a man hold you for weeks in the inbox. Right? And don't just go in there and just stack up a lot of men. Get you 6 men back there, get 3 that you want to talk to, save 3, and then come back, when you do your process of elimination. Yeah. Hinge is a great app. I love Hinge. I had a great time when I was using Hinge. BLK is a decent app, and Bumble is a good app. The thing about Bumble that I like the most is Bumble is also a networking app. So if you're a person who's looking for friends in your area, Bumble is a great app to use. Now, the thing I don't like about Bumble is that Bumble don't let you set your preferences to a race. So a lot of times on Bumble, you're going to get a lot of people that's not in your race. But if you're a person that's open to dating outside your race, Bumble is a great app to use. Kendra said that part, coach. I followed that when you said as far as dating, cutting a person off. Ladies, y'all got to understand, y'all got to have a strong cutoff game, right? But when you're dating, I need y'all to listen to me. When you start dating and dating regularly, getting to know people. Now listen, ladies, it's getting hot. Summertime's coming. There's going to be a lot of people outside, a lot of things to do, a lot of activities going on. I want y'all to be a part of that. I want you to get out and start having a social life. Stop just going home, sitting on the couch every day. You sit on the couch so much, you got your print in the couch. Can't nobody sitting there on that pillow in the couch but you. Your whole body print is on the bottom pillow and the back pillow. Anybody else sitting there, they fall right in there. Yeah. Yeah. Get off that couch. Fluff them pillows. Change the pillows around. Put that one pillow on the other side. Y'all home watching TV and watching ratchet TV and all this kind of nonsense. Get outside and have fun. Go get a hobby. Go do something. Right? Summertime is coming. It's starting to get warm again. Things are starting to happen. You need to be outside. Have fun. Be outside. Have fun. Enjoy your life. And while you enjoying your life and laughing at, out of your belly laughs, you're going to end up probably wanting to cross somebody that you like. Stop being. Now, what we want to do is we want to make sure that your standards are realistic. I always tell you ladies to keep your standards high and realistic. Keep your expectations sober. Don't get too high of expectations too soon when you first meet somebody. Right? Don't get too high expectations too soon when you first meet somebody. Keep your expectations sober. That's why a lot of y'all get disappointed so soon, because you meeting guys, as soon as you meet them and they saying the right things and doing the right things for 3 days, now your expectations is through the roof. No, you keep your expectations sober. She says, I work from are quality men even interested in marrying anymore? There's a lot of men out here that's still interested in marrying. Just like there's a lot of women that's still interested in getting married. You just got to run across those types of men. So as you dating, you get out here and date. Yeah, so you keep your expectations realistic and keep your expectations realistic and keep your expectations sober and your standards high but realistic. Okay? Write that down. Remember that. For all of you ladies that have not gone and got that, going to my website right here, paulLbryant.com, and gotten that ebook, you need to go get that ebook. I got 2 books on my website. I got the ebook, 5 Tips for Dating Success, which is a powerful, quick reference book, so you can use it while you're dating. As you're getting to know somebody, you can go reference the book. What did Coach Paul say about how long I should be on the phone? What did Coach Paul say how long I should be on the date? What did Coach Paul say about green flags? Is this man carrying green flags, red flags, or right flag? How can I tell? What did Coach Paul say about a woman that should be dating? Am I quick reference guide? You need to have this so you can use it. You can use it as you're getting ready to date. right? You can have it as you get ready today. Also, go get my other book. It's called a 30-day guided workbook for dating success. So you can go get that. Somebody just said, can a guy love someone after 3 to 4 months? I don't believe so. I do believe so. Can he love someone? I don't. Let me tell you something about love. Love is one of those things that is different, because a lot of times we call things love. I might can like you a lot, but I don't know if I'm gonna love you that soon, because we haven't been through enough. Love really happens through experience. I start to fall in love with you. Really, I can like you a lot and really care deeply about you, but loving you happens over time as I start living with you, spending time with you, getting to know you, going through life with you, seeing you got my back, seeing I got your back, seeing when I go through tough times, you there, and then love starts to really develop and get deeper. I can like you a lot. I can really have deep feelings for you, but love, I really don't know. But a lot of times you gotta be careful with guys telling you they love you. That could be a form of love bombing, because they know that's what you want to hear. Let me ask you, Shonda, this dude that told you he loved you, have y'all been intimate? Tell me the truth. Have y'all been intimate? You haven't been intimate? Okay, good. So ladies, so getting to know multiple men is a good thing, right? Talking to multiple men until you decide to do your process of elimination and get rid of a guy. What about if a guy tell you he love you as a friend? Believe that. If he tells you he loves you as a friend, that means he just put you in the friend zone. Yeah, he just put you in the friend zone. See, a lot of men are you. What's up, Raquel? A lot of men will use that word love because we know this is what y'all like to hear. That's good, Shonda. Yeah, I used to tell a lot of women when I was a player that I loved them, especially when we was doing the Oochie Coochie. Girl, I love you. Girl, I love you. Because I already knew, and I whispered it in your ear while I'm putting something in your back. It hit different. Yeah. When I'm putting something in your back, I'm going to whisper in your ear, I love you. I appreciate you. Yeah. Hit different. Hit real different. It's hard for you to focus when you... It's hard for you to focus on what I'm saying real heavy. It's hard to focus on what I'm saying real heavy when you moaning and screaming. I'm telling y'all this because this is what players do. These are things that men that are playing the game do. And y'all think it's all just because. Nah, we doing stuff. All this is just trying to get y'all to a point to where we can get you in a place to where we can take advantage of you and have what we need from you and all that kind of stuff. This is what it's about. This is what the game is. This is why I tell you ladies to move really, really slow when you start meeting a guy. You start meeting a guy, get to know guy, go slow. Take your time. You're not in a rush. If he's trying to rush you, one thing I don't want y'all ladies to do is to get into a situation with a guy where he try to move everything fast. First of all, ladies, you are to dictate the pace. You are. You don't let a man come into your life and dictate the pace. And typically that's what we do. We come in and we just start dictating the pace of how fast we go. And everything starts going so fast. It's going at warp speed that you start missing things. You start missing things. You're not paying attention to what's going on. Right? You got to slow down. Everything good takes time. Anything that happens fast is never good for you anyway. Right? Everything needs you need to slow down. Let me tell y'all, anything that you do that's fast typically ain't good for you. Fast food ain't good for you. Anything that's fast, slow down. Meet a guy. You ain't got to let him come to your house. You dictate the pace. Now, if you start putting your foot down on your boundaries. Thank you, CJ. If you start putting down your boundaries and this man decide he want to leave, listen, the way I tell y'all to date, and I'll tell y'all this all the time, the way I tell y'all to date is it's going to get guys out of your life quick. The way I tell you to date and teach you to date, it's going to get guys out of your life quick. You might not get to the chapel really fast the way I'm teaching you today, because I'm teaching you how to weed out guys super fast to get them out of your face so you be closer at getting to the guy that you're supposed to be with. One thing I'll tell you ladies is dating is a numbers game. Dating is a numbers game. You got to get out, meet people, talk to people. Stop thinking that everybody you meet and talk to is your Boaz, your boo, right? This could be just somebody you meeting that's a friend, just a good friend, just a good, all that, right? And if you start dealing with a man on one level, right, you know what I'm saying, it can evolve into whatever, but stop thinking that everybody you meet is supposed to be your guy. When you go on to meet up with a particular man, and you starting to get to know a particular man, when you walk into that place to get to know him, and taking my hat off, excuse me. When you starting to get to know a particular man, you walk out to see him, you going out to meet a good friend, right? You don't know what this is going to be until it evolves into something more. Yeah. Y'all be taking everything fast, and dudes will try to force y'all to go fast because they already got an agenda. When they see you, they got an agenda. They already know what we want. Men, when I tell y'all this all the time, when we meet y'all ladies, we've already decided in our head what we want to do with y'all. When we meet you, we've already decided in our head what we want to do with y'all. We've already compartmentalized you somewhere. Either you're going to be a booty call, either you're going to be a friend with benefits, or I'm looking at you as, you know, you possibly a woman that's going to be my girl. Or you just going to be a friend at all. We've already decided it. So when we approach you, I'm approaching you with that in mind. And what I got to do then is I got to do little things, say little things to see if what I assumed about you or where I compartmentalize you with you is going to be a fact. Tricks, you said, can we ask that off top? Ask what off top, sis? We already know what he wants. This is why I tell you ladies, stop waiting for 6 months or a year to have a DTR with a guy. The DTR, y'all know what I told y'all the DTR is, right? Somebody put in the comments what the DTR is. There you go, Raquel. DTR is define the relationship. Define the relationship. I always suggest, ladies, if you're dealing with a guy for 3 months or more, you want to make sure that you do a DTR at 3 months, no more than 4 months in. I had a lady that did this. Let me tell y'all what happened. I had a lady that I was dealing with, I was coaching. She had been dealing with this dude for about 6-7 months. She never did the DTR. And I said, you haven't done a DTR yet? She says, nah, I haven't done it. Because she just assumed that because they were spending time with each other, hanging out, having fun, that they were a couple. She assumed that. A lot of y'all ladies do that. Y'all assume that just because you're spending time with a guy, hanging out with a guy, getting to know with a guy, that he feels the same about you that you do about him. And I always say this to y'all ladies. You need to get a man to verbally express how he feels. You can't just assume. He needs to be able to say it. One thing a man is never going to do is lie to you and tell you you his girl when he ain't. Men don't lie about that. We lie about a lot of stuff, but we never going to lie to you and tell you our girl and you ain't. What we're going to do is avoid the question. We're going to deflect from the question. We're going to try our best not to answer the question. We're going to try to get off of the topic, but we never going to tell you our girl and we know you ain't. So this lady was dealing with this man for about 6 or 7 months. I said, did you do the DTR? She said, nah, she ain't did a DTR. Guess what happened? She did a DTR with a guy and found out he didn't want to be her dude. He says he liked what they have. He's not really ready for commitment. Now, he never told her this. But guess what? Most men are never going to just come right out and tell you that they don't want you the way you want them. They're not going to tell you that. Why? Because they're having a good time. A DTR is define a relationship. Men are never going to do that because we're having a good time. Think about it. I'm hanging out with you, having a good time. You allowing me to have oochie coochie with you. You can come to my place. I can come to your place. I can call you when I need you. I got an ideal situation with you right now. What's up, Tiffany? I got an ideal situation with you. Why would I come and mess all that up by telling you I don't really want you as my girl? I'm not going to mess that up. Why would I mess that up? I'm getting everything. And let me tell y'all something. I'm going to be honest with y'all. When you looking at attachment styles, you have anxious attachment. You have you secure attachment, anxious attachment, fearful attachment, and you had dismissive attachment. What's up, Tiff? A lot of men, when they get to, and women, when they get to the ages of 40, they have more of a dismissive attachment style. More of a dismissive attachment style. Somebody keeps saying, hey, uncle. I don't know who that is, but what's up, whoever you are? How you doing? A lot of men have a dismissive attachment style. So it's good for me to deal with you and never had to commit to you, because people with a dismissive attachment style, they only want to deal with you on certain terms. But when there's more required of them, then they get missing. Or a person with a fearful attachment style, they deal with you until they start until the relationship starts to become real vulnerable. Like they don't want nothing deep. They don't want nothing. As soon as they start becoming vulnerable and they feel, then they get gone. Then they got an anxious attachment style. That's a person who needs constant reassurance of that relationship. They need you calling them all the time, texting them all the time. You don't text them or call them, and one day they start to panic. Oh, we still together? Yeah. So ladies, do the DTR. A lot of y'all ladies don't want to do a DTR with a man. Thank you, Christelle. A lot of y'all don't want to do a DTR with a man because you're afraid of his answer and you having fun. And you don't want to walk away from that guy. You're afraid that he may not like you like him. So y'all don't want to do a DTR, define a relationship. Y'all don't want to do it because you're afraid of what he might say. And then you got to make a decision. And I've seen too many women spend time with men. And when she did do the DTR, he didn't want what she wanted. And he told her, let's just keep going, doing what we're doing, having fun. And she was okay with that. And then you got to a point now he cheating on you doing other things because he never really wanted you like that, sis. You got to ask questions. And you got to find out what's going on with you and that man. You got to ask him, I'm digging you. I love having fun with you. I like getting to know you. You know, I can see myself being in a relationship with you. Can you see yourself being in a relationship with me? Do you see me as your girlfriend? Do you see us as a couple? You need to put him on the spot. Don't let him get off. And if he does this, mama say, mama side, mama kusa, mama say, mama side, mama kusa. Who you talking to? Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson gone, bro. And you about to be gone. Michael Jackson gone. You about to be gone. Yeah. Michael Jackson gone. You about to be gone. Backslide your behind on up out of here. Moonwalk your behind about my door. Beat it. Somebody said beat it. Beat it. And y'all got to be like that. But see, it's easier for you to do when you're getting to know multiple people, right? It's easier for you to walk away from a guy when you start to realize that this ain't for you, right? Because you still got other guys that are interested in you as well. Most people not in love with themselves, looking for fulfillment and validation outside themselves. Oh, no doubt. I did a whole video about that the other day. I would know you within our second conversation. Don't have time to waste on my spiritual journey. That's good. Yeah. She says, I love me. I'm in a relationship. What does that mean? Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, every Wednesday night on Zoom, I do a live, what if they want Christ? That's an easy question, Sarah. If they want Christ, if they don't want Christ and you do, then that's a person you can't deal with. What are your core values? Your core values should let you know whether you should move forward with a person. If you start asking a person about your core values and they don't align, you can't deal with them. Can you deal with a person who has all three attachment styles? You can, but it's gonna be tough. The only attachment style that could deal with a person that got all these toxic styles are a person who's secure. A secure person can deal with all the styles. If you're a person that's secure, you can deal with all the styles. But if you're a person who's you got an anxious attachment style, you definitely don't want to connect with somebody who has a dismissive attachment style. You're gonna go crazy. Because you need constant reassurance in that relationship. That man ain't gonna constantly reassure you with nothing. He gonna come around when he want to come around. As soon as he feel like he getting stressed, he gonna pull away. Yeah. Y'all got to know who you're dealing with. This is why it's good to ask questions. There's questions you can ask to find out what a person, to kind of get an idea what a person's attachment style are. Let me tell y'all something. This Wednesday at 7 o'clock on Zoom, I have a Wednesday night training class for women. I got about, I don't know, 28, 29, 30 women in this training class. We do this every Wednesday on Zoom. The stuff I teach on Zoom, I don't teach on here. I teach deeper stuff on Zoom. Y'all getting hamburgers and hot dogs, they getting steak and potatoes. Right? So this week on my training class, we having a trauma recovery expert coming in talking to y'all women about trauma recovery. I want as many women that can to be in this class because a lot of y'all need to deal with trauma and you need to recover and you need to know new steps to recover. Some of y'all need to take the first part of this year recovering, getting rid of trauma, getting rid of things. If you want to be a part of my training class on this Wednesday on Zoom, you go right here to paulelbryant.com. Now I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. My classes typically are $50. They're $50. I'm going to break that in half and I'm going to do the class for $25 for any woman that wants to join on this Wednesday. Now you only going to get this one class. If you want to get all 17 classes, you pay $100, you get all 17 classes, the class tomorrow and all of the classes. I always suggest y'all just pay the $100 and get all the classes. But if you don't want to do that, not only do you get the classes and you get the recordings from all the classes we've taught. And you stay in the class all the way back around to where you first started, right? So if you want to do just one class tomorrow, it's going to be $25. If you want to go ahead and pay for all 17 classes, you could pay $100 and get all of the classes and the recordings. So you let me know what you want to do. You go, matter of fact, you can't do it on my website because it's going to make you pay $50. If you want to do it, I need you to go to, Gloria, put my Cash App in here, please. My Cash App is a, money sign relationship guy, the #1. Money sign relationship guy, #1. What's up, Lori? Lori, here we go. You see him in here. Everybody, y'all give it up for Lori in the comments down there. That's Lori from, Later Dater, Later Dater on Netflix. Me and her gonna be doing hopefully doing a live together so y'all can meet her and she gonna introduce herself to y'all and all that good stuff. I cannot wait to have. Let me give it up for Lori, man. I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all never seen Later Dater, y'all need to go watch Later Dater. It's a powerful show. It's a great show about dating over the age of 55. Dating over the age of 55. It's an amazing show. Y'all need to go watch it. Yeah, she says I've seen the show. Y'all gotta go. If you haven't seen, how many of y'all, let me put a 1 in the comment. All the ladies in here, all the ladies and gentlemen in here that's seen Later Dater, put a 1 in the comment. If you've seen Later Dater, put a 1 in the comment. Yeah, we got the sound effects in here. All y'all seen Later Dater. Yep. That's Lori right there that was dating it, that was getting to know the guy with the beard and all that. Me and Lori met the other night here in Dallas. She's a very, very sweet person, very, very personable, very welcoming. She came over, talked to me, man, and we chopped it up for a minute. It was good meeting her. So I'm trying to get her on a platform to do an interview with her, and so we could talk and all that kind of stuff. So Lori's in the room right now. Lori's in the room. Let me give it up again. Appreciate Lori, man. She's super dope. So ladies, this Wednesday in my Zoom training, we're going to be doing, this Wednesday in my Zoom training, we're going to be doing a class on trauma. You need to be a part of this class. I have an expert to come in here. I'm not teaching on trauma. I have a expert that's coming in. She's going to be teaching on trauma. It's going to be very, very good. All right. But ladies, y'all got to take advantage. The ebook that I just released, you need to go get the ebook. Why do you need the ebook? The ebook is going to be very, very important for you as you start dating. Guess what? Coach Paul ain't going to be with you all the time. I'm not going to be at the house. I'm not going to be at the date with you. But if you need to know how to go through the process of dating and getting to know people, how to keep yourself from getting locked in with the wrong guy too soon, that ebook is going to be a beneficial thing for you to have. You got to get the ebook because it's going to benefit you. One of the things I say about a lot of y'all women is this. I try to teach y'all ladies how to date with your head and your heart, right? One thing I know about, hold on for a sec. Let me get this weirdo up out of here. One of the things I know about y'all ladies in a lot of cases is that y'all not dating with your head, you're dating with your emotions, how you feel. He made me laugh. We had a good time, whatever. And you start liking a particular person on that alone. I want y'all ladies knowing what questions to ask, what to look for, how to vet, and all those types of things, so you won't even get your emotions locked in. One of the things I see about y'all too soon, because you're dealing with guys, we ain't get emotionally locked in, especially if we out here running the streets and playing games. We not emotionally locking into y'all. Everything we doing to start out. We thinking our way through because we have an agenda. We trying to get something from you, whether it's resources, whether it's your body, whether I'm a homosexual and I need a place to stay, whatever. And a lot of times these guys will make you a resource and stay connected to you because you are a resource. You help them get on their feet. You help them build their life. You help them become the man they need to become. And then guess what they do? They turn around and walk away from you once they get on their feet and go down the street and marry somebody else. That shouldn't be happening. I want y'all ladies to be firm. I want you to be firm. I want you to have boundaries. I want you to enforce your boundaries. I don't want you to be afraid to enforce your boundaries. One of the things about your boundaries is this. The people that hate boundaries the most are people that don't have boundaries. People that hate boundaries the most are people that don't have boundaries. They hate people with boundaries. They don't want you to enforce no boundaries. And one of the things I always tell you ladies, when you start telling a man, no, you can't come over this late. No, you can't call me this late. I don't talk on the phone, especially in the beginning. I don't talk on the phone this late. No, I'm not going out with you. No, I'm not. No. You start telling these men no, and they start hearing that word no. That word no, they either going to accept it and move gracefully. They're going to accept it and move gracefully, or what they're going to do, they're going to fight you about that word no. And if they start to fight you about that word no, you already know who that man is. In this ebook, I talked to y'all about green flags that you should look for in a man. One of the things you want to find, a man that has green flags is a man who accepts your boundaries. You know why he accepts them? Because he's going to have boundaries on his own. Another thing you want to look for, a man that has green flag, is a man who's okay with you and him being different. Too many of y'all are dealing with dudes that want to come in and make you what they want to make you. They want you to be what they want to be. They don't accept the differences that y'all have, right? So I've seen too many of y'all women, what y'all do is you start dealing with a guy, becoming everything he wants you to become, and then he walk away from you. Now you done lost yourself. Now you spend a year or 2 years of your life trying to find yourself again. All this stuff, family, this is the stuff I'm trying to get y'all to get away from. This is the stuff I'm telling y'all from a person who's an ex-player. I used to do this. I've been running women since I was 13. I know this is what we do. This is what we do. And I'm trying to keep y'all from falling in these traps. Lori said it's hard for her to date, especially in her industry. Lori, the thing about you, Lori, you definitely got to look for a different quality and a different value of men. Let me say this to y'all ladies that are high achieving women. Let me say this to y'all. Women, you ladies that are very, very high achieving women, right? There are definitely men out there that you can connect with, but you're not going to find them in the spaces that everybody going to find theirs, right? You're going to have to do different things. You got to get to places where these men are. And then when you get into these spaces, you have to go into these spaces with major confidence. One of the things that make you more attractive than anything is a confidence. When you walk into this place with confidence, your shoulders back, your head up, and you know who you are, you're going to become a very, very attractive to any type of man, especially these men that are very high achieving, right? The thing about men is we love women who know who they are. When you are, typically men that take advantage, the men that out here playing games are looking for women who don't know who they are, low self-esteem. You don't have yourself together. You're not, your self-worth is low. Them the ones these men want. They're not going to deal with women who up in the top of the tree. We ain't talking about low hanging fruit. Them women at the top of the tree, they ain't even going up the tree to get them because they already know they ain't got what it takes. Yeah. They know they ain't got what it takes. A lot of y'all women, some of y'all women in here, you got to change up where you go to meet people. Some of y'all, a lot of y'all are going to the same places all the time. We are people of habit. A lot of us do the same thing over and over and over and over all the time, right? Some of y'all been at the job, you've been going the same way to work for 15 years, and there's 4 other ways to get to your job because you're a person of habit. We date the same way, go to the same club, same restaurant, all the things we do. You have to start, when you become different and you start evolving as a woman and evolving as a person, you have to start doing different things. You got to go places where you're going to be uncomfortable. You got to go places where there are different types of people. Some of y'all need to change your friend circles. I said this the other night on Ashley Live. Some of y'all need to change your friend circle. Yeah. Some of y'all got the same friends you've been having for 17 years and them friends ain't moved nowhere. They're in the same place they've been since you known them. You got to change up, baby. You got to do things differently, especially when you start evolving as a woman. You start becoming a different person. You should be now attracting different opportunities, different people in your life, everything should be different now. And when you start moving in a different way, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all this right, and I want y'all to always remember this. One thing about growth is this. Being alone and having a space and a time of loneliness is inevitable when you are growing. Let me let that sit right there. When you are growing and evolving as a person, being alone is inevitable when you're becoming a different person. It's inevitable. Don't be mad about the fact that you don't have people around you anymore. You just keep going up because eventually you're going to run right into the people that you need to be connecting with. Because see what's happening now, there's a distance thing that's happened between you and where you were. Right here is where it get crazy. And this in between time, this is where it start getting crazy because now you in liftoff, baby. You here. You moving away from everything that you've always known, everything that kept you safe, everything that kept you grounded. And now you up here trying to get to the next place where you can meet some different types of people. And a lot of us cry right here. A lot of us complain right here. And we want to go backwards right here. No, baby, you don't go backwards. You keep going up. You fight through the tears. You fight through the loneliness. You fight through the frustration. You keep going because it's only a matter of time before you're going to meet another group of people up here that's going to take you to a whole different level. Keep going. A lot of y'all, I believe, and I want to say this to a lot of y'all, I'm glad some of y'all ain't got nobody in your life right now because too many of y'all are trying to connect with men on a level that you're not going to be at long. Can I say that again? Some of y'all are trying to connect with men on a level that you ain't even going to be long. Everything about you is in transition. And you worrying about a man right now. Baby, you ain't even gonna be on this level right now. Why would you want a man on this level? You about to leave. And all he gonna do is try to pull you back when you start going up. Some of y'all got men right now that don't even want you to grow because you gonna outgrow him. Y'all been in relationships with men that you start dealing with and you growing and he ain't. Now he frustrated and mad because you growing and he ain't going nowhere. Now he trying to keep you going. Why you gotta always go over there? Why you gotta go do that? Why you gotta go do this? You gotta explain yourself to him all the time. No, baby, you moving. You moving and shaking. You don't even really, right now on this level, you probably don't even need nobody. Yeah. You got to think about that. Stop always crying and complaining or frustrated because, yeah. Rather he is rich and he tries to keep you in one place, begging the scraps, leaving alone. You're right. And I don't. Yeah. Yeah. That's my problem. I lowered my standards because I was lonely. Yeah, a lot of y'all do that. I appreciate you for being honest because most people ain't honest about that. Most people ain't honest about the fact that some of y'all have settled with men in a situation that you know ain't even worthy of your presence, baby. Y'all know this. A lot of y'all don't, you got to be honest with yourself in a lot of cases, baby, that a lot of y'all don't settle with men and in situations and in places that ain't even worthy of your presence. But you started getting frustrated and trying to rush the process and you want to do it yourself. So you go and settle with Billy Black from down the block. And Billy Black ain't even on your level. Billy Black, now one thing Billy Black was able to come in there and do is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Billy Black came in there and blew your back out. That's all Billy Black got, though. I tell you ladies all the time, you're going to get your best love making from a toxic person. Toxic people going to come in there and wear you out. They're going to do things that you ain't even know you could do. They're going to have you in position, tied up, twisted up, doing things that you ain't even know was possible. You in there looking in the dictionary for what just happened. Because that's all they know how to do. That's all they got. They ain't got nothing else. Everything they got in life, they got because Billy Black was able to come in there and break your back. Some of your best love making gonna come from a toxic individual. Yeah. Don't get frustrated, ladies. Just keep becoming better. I always tell you, ladies, you got other goals in your life besides finding a man. That's not your only goal in life. You have other goals in life besides just finding a man. You need to be focused on those goals as well. Moving in that direction as well. Focusing on that as well. Becoming better as well. Focusing on your degree. Finding you more, whatever you're trying to do. You focusing on that just like you focusing on other things. She said Billy Black will break your back and your heart every time. You ain't lying. Any man that's really got anything that he's worth anything, he's a man that's moving and shaking. Men that are moving and shaking are not looking for women that's just sitting around doing nothing. Just like y'all should not, if you moving and shaking, you should not be sitting around looking for a man that ain't got nothing going on. I always tell y'all this is what I always say. Relationships are called relationships. It's a relay. It's like a relay race. I can't hand the baton off to somebody that's not moving. I can't hand the baton off to somebody not moving. And first of all, let me be crystal clear. Let me say this because a lot of people don't want to talk about this part of relationship. First of all, one thing y'all don't understand about relationships, and I hate when men always, and I told y'all this before, I hate when men always talking about when men got to be the head. First of all, man, you talking about you want to be the head, but you don't even know what the goal is for your family. You can't even sit down and tell your family what the vision is. You think you the head just because you pay bills? What's the vision for the family? If you set your family down, where y'all going? How y'all gonna get there? Who's supposed to do what to help y'all get there? But you a leader. Leaders know where we going. Most of y'all calling yourself leader just because you a man and you hold a position as a man. That don't make you a leader. First of all, relationships are not about you and me anyway. A lot of y'all want to be in a relationship because you want to feel good. Relationships are not made to make you feel good. Relationships are bringing two people together under God's covenant for a purpose. It's not about you. It's about him. It's about his purpose. Nobody want to talk about that though. Everybody want it because they want to feel good. It ain't about you feeling good. If I connect with you in a partnership or in a marriage or whatever, it's about us fulfilling the purpose of the reason why we together. What's the reason? Y'all sitting with men and dealing with men that can't even tell y'all what the reason y'all together for. Sit down with a dude. Where we going? I don't know. Come on, man. Come on. My job as a coach, family, is to help y'all stay out of the arms and the beds of cats that ain't going nowhere. There's a lot of men out here that's going places, that's doing major work, that's doing powerful things. There's a lot of men that's not. My job for y'all is to help y'all understand and to recognize and to see nonsense at the door. I told y'all, I gave y'all this analogy before. A lot of people who fish, right, for sport, they don't fish on the shore. Their equipment is too expensive. The equipment they got to use to fish for real fish And real catch, and it's going to cost them something. See, y'all don't want to pay the price, but you want to get the real thing. Y'all don't want to pay the price, but you want to get the real thing. A lot of y'all women in here want the real thing, but you don't want to pay the price of getting yourself healed. A lot of y'all women want the real thing, but you want to pay the price of learning how to be a woman who knows how to come into a situation and partner with a person. A lot of y'all women want a real thing, but you don't want to get into a situation where you do the work on yourself. The price is heavy, baby. Yeah, the price is heavy, but you can make it. You can make it. I believe, and Ayanna Van Zandt said this, and I adopted this from her. One thing she says, whatever you are seeking, is, guess what? Seeking you. If there's something you desire, that desire was putting you from the foundation of the world. If you are seeking it and that's your desire, it's seeking you, because everybody don't want to be married. Everybody don't want a relationship. There's some people who ain't wired for it, but you are. Whatever you are seeking is seeking you. I need y'all to change your language about dating. Stop talking negatively about dating. Get out of the pool with all these women who are bitter and mean and mad. And they keep saying, it's pee in the dating pool, baby. I know people winning in that same pool you in. I know people getting married, finding their person in that same pool you in that you complaining about. Matter of fact, you one of the ones to put the pee in there. Who you talking about, them or you? I don't stop getting around these women and men complaining about all this mess, man, because they hadn't found anybody yet. It's pee in the pool. It's pee in the pool. It's pee in the pool. I know people winning in that same pool you talking about. She says, I disagree. You have a right to disagree, Miss Amazon. Don't mean I'm going to change my mind. Yeah, some of y'all are too bitter and upset. It's going to come for you, though. It's going to come for you. Miss Leona, the Cash App is money sign relationship guy 1. Let me post it in here for you. Sorry. A lot of times when you post it, it won't let it stay. Hold on. Let me put it up. Hold on for 1 second. There it is right there, too. Right above my head right there. Money sign relationship guy 1. So, ladies, tomorrow night, we're doing a Zoom. I do my Zoom classes, my Zoom training every Wednesday night on Zoom, right? Tomorrow night, we're having a class about trauma recovery. I'm not teaching it. I have an expert that's going to come in there and teach the class. I want y'all to be a part of the class. Now, typically, all of my classes are $50 per class. Or if you pay $100, I have a special that I've been running all year. You pay, Wednesday. It's on Wednesday. Sorry. Thank you, 916. But if you want to be a part of the class with us on Wednesday, typically my classes are $50. If you pay $100, you get all 17 classes and all the recordings, right? If you just want to do that class on Wednesday, if you just pay $25, you send it right here to Relationship Guy 1, you can get the class. Also, every woman in here that needs a coaching call with me, schedule your coaching call. If you can't do the coaching call, get the training material. Get the material. My ebook that just released is a powerful ebook. Listen, stop thinking all this stuff is just for you. Some of y'all need to get this for your daughters, for your sons that's about to go off to college. No, you don't have to participate in the class. You just listen. You don't have to participate. Now, it's just like we're doing in here. If you have a question, you can ask a question, but you don't have to participate. Some of y'all need this for your sons, your daughters. You need to get your girl. The reason why I wrote my first book on a dating relationship was for my nieces. I didn't want my nieces to fall victim to a dude that I was. That's why I wrote my first book. Both of my sisters had daughters, and I said, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna let these girls go out into the world and not have information on what could possibly happen. So I wrote my first book for them. The same thing with y'all. What I want y'all to do is get these resources. You can go to my website, paulelbryant.com, and get the ebook, download it to your phone. As soon as you purchase it, it downloads right away. Get it for your family, whoever you need to get it for. Or you can go to my website and get the 30-day guided workbook. Then we just cash app you for the class. How will you get the link? Yep. As soon as you cash app me for this class, I want you to come. Thank you for asking that. What's her name? The Alchemist. Thank you for asking that. As soon as you cash app me for the class, come to my inbox right here on TikTok and put training class. And when you send the cash app, if you could put your email in the link, that would be good too. When you send the cash app, put your email in the link, and I'll send you the link for the class on Wednesday. Every woman that can, and I need you to be a part of this the trauma cleaning class. The woman that I'm bringing to do the class on Wednesday, I actually sit and talk with her about my own issues. Yeah, my own issues. I don't do PayPal. I got Cash App and Zelle. Don't do PayPal. Yeah, this woman is a powerful woman. That's why I'm bringing her into y'all. So I want y'all to be with her. Yep. On Wednesday. Yeah. The class is $25 for trauma on this Wednesday. $25. Just send it right here to the Cash App. Relationship Guy 1. Send it right there. Is she a believer? She is a believer. You know who she is, Marquita. Yeah, you know who she is. She's a believer, definitely. Yeah, she's definitely a believer. Her name is, yeah, she's actually very prophetic. Yeah. I don't really deal with well, I ain't gonna say that. Anybody that has, if I feel comfortable with people and I feel like they got, I might work with them. But yeah, typically the people that I will deal with are believers. Yeah, you probably follow her, Tanya. She's a trauma recovery coach. Yep. She's a powerful woman. She has her own story of trauma that she had to come out of, and abuse and all that, and how she got to where she is today. And I'm telling you, her story is powerful. I had a situation going on in my life at one point that I needed to talk to her about, and boy, she set me completely free, because the advice she gave me, I'm like, oh, that's what it is. That's why we need people to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, some people can see things from a different vantage point than we can. Yeah. Some people can see things from a different vantage point than we can. Sometimes you just need to kind of sit down and talk to people, man. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to be a part of the class on Wednesday, you send $25 here, Relationship Guy 1. If you want to get my ebook, what I suggest that all of you ladies that can, go to my website and get the ebook. Go to paulelbryant.com, purchase your ebook, download it to your phone, and start using it. How many of you ladies are in here dating right now? How many of you ladies in here right now are getting to know somebody? How many of you ladies in here listening to me right now are currently getting to know somebody? All right, cool. Cool. I need y'all to get the ebook. Why do I want y'all to get the ebook? Because I want you to look at everything you've been doing up until this point and put it alongside that book and see if you've been doing the right things. It's no reason in the world y'all should keep making the same mistakes over and over and over and over. It's no reason. I'm giving y'all too much information and too many resources, and the resources are very inexpensive. I'm not overcharging you for anything, right? But I want y'all to make sure y'all getting your hands on these things so you can be successful. I pray that the majority of y'all that follow me, by the end of the year, y'all got somebody. I just had a lady send me a message just the other day. She done met her guy. She been dating this guy for over 2 months. She was so excited. She was so excited. Barbie said, I'm just getting to know me. That's good. Why are you getting to know you? Purchase one of these ebooks or purchase the 30-day guided workbook to ask yourself real questions. One of the things about y'all I find out is y'all don't ask yourself real questions. Y'all don't really ask yourself real questions that can help you, you know what I'm saying, really, really improve on things that you've been doing. All right, let me do something. I'm gonna do a giveaway. I'm gonna do a giveaway right now. I'm gonna give away a free ebook today. I'm gonna give it, matter of fact, I'm gonna give away, how many I want to give away today? I'm gonna do a giveaway right now. I'm gonna give away 2 ebooks. I need 2 women to come to the stage real quick. If you can answer these questions, you're gonna get 2 free ebooks. Come to the stage really fast. I need 2 women right now. The first 2 women that send me an invite to the stage, I got a question. That's one. All right. I need one more lady. There go 2. All right, here we go. Are y'all able to turn y'all cameras on?
I'm not right now, so far.
Okay, cool. That's all right. Leona, can you turn your camera on?
How are you?
I'm doing good. Are you able to turn your camera on?
No, sir, I'm at work.
Okay. All right, cool. I got a question for both of y'all. If y'all answer these questions right, you're gonna be able to get a free ebook, okay?
Okay.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go with you first, Marquita.
Okay.
Marquita, what are 2 things that you should use when you're vetting a particular person? What are the 2 things that you should look for? The foundational things that I talked about. What are 2 of them?
Core values.
Huh?
Core values.
Okay.
And if they're single.
Man, wrong. How you don't know this, Makita? You follow me all the time. Like, what in the world? All right. Leona, you ready?
Yes, sir, but this is my first time.
What is one thing I said you should do within a 3 to 4 month period?
Do that DTR.
What is the DTR?
You got to define that relationship.
Define a relationship. Good job. All right, Leona, what I need you to do is inbox me here on TikTok. Send me a private message and send me your email so I can send you the link so you can get your ebook. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just send me your email. Thanks for coming up. Y'all think I should give Marquita another chance?
Yes, give her.
Y'all think I should give Marquita another chance?
Congratulations to Leona.
What y'all think in the comments? Y'all think I should give her another chance? All right, I'm gonna be nice and give her another chance. All right, that's my sis right here. All right, Leona, here you go. How long should your first meetup be?
No more than like an hour, 45 minutes.
Hour 45 minutes?
No, I didn't say. I said 45 minutes to an hour.
Marquita, what's going on, sis? That's not what I said, Marquita.
I thought you said it should be no less than like 45 minutes to an hour.
Your first meetup should be 60 to 90 minutes.
Okay.
All right, Marquita. We gotta let you down. You don't miss 2 questions, sis.
Okay. All right.
I love you, though. I appreciate you. All right, peace.
Bye.
All right. Who else want to come up? I'm gonna give one more person a chance. I want to give 2 away. Who else want to come up? Barbie said, "Me, I'm new though." This is what I'm telling y'all. Y'all gotta remember. This is why y'all need to get the ebook. You see, this is why y'all need to get the ebooks, because there's no way y'all gonna remember this stuff. You got to be able to get you before y'all go out on a date or before you get on a call with a guy. You should go back to that ebook. It's a quick reference book. Look at it and read it and say, okay, how I need to handle this. Keep yourself on point. I keep telling y'all, go get the ebook. It's only $21. All right, Lily, you ready?
Yes.
All right, Lily, here's your question. What are the 4 things that you want to find out about a guy, that you're getting to know? 4 things. Matter of fact, instead of giving me 4, just give me 3.
You want to check on core values. You want to
Okay?
see if you have chemistry. You want to see if they're emotionally available. Are you there?
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. My phone got too hot. It cut me off. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right, good job, sis. So what I want you to do is I want you to inbox me your email so I can send you the information you need to get your book, okay?
Okay.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
listening. Thank you for listening and paying attention too. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Yes, no problem. All right, y'all. There go 2 people. We got 1 more person. Hold on, let me see who this is. Miss Barbie. I'm back. Miss Barbie, what's going on?
Hi.
We already got rid of 2, but you want to answer a question anyway?
I'll try.
All right. So, what is one thing you want to find out about a particular person that you're trying to get to know? What's one question you want to ask?
His relationship with his family.
No,
How long has he been single?
no.
Darn it. See, I'm new here, so I don't know the answers.
Okay, all right, that's cool. You knew. I'm gonna let you slide. One of the questions you want to ask a man is how long was his longest relationship?
Oh, that was going to be my next one. Darn
How
it.
long? Why would you ask that question?
Well, because you don't want somebody who's jumping the fence all the time.
Right, right. Because what? A person that moves around a lot, that could mean that they're what?
Toxic.
They're not emotionally available.
Right.
Good. All right. Thank you, Miss Barbie.
You're welcome.
All right. Good job. She knew when she knew that. That's good. That's good. That was fun. I like giving stuff away, man. It's fun to give stuff away. I almost want to give away 1 more. Gloria, can I give away 1 more? Gloria's my assistant. She always keep me on point. Gloria, you think I should give 1 more? Or you think we should just wait till next time? You want to give away 1 more? All right, cool. Let's give away 1 more. We're going to give away 1 more. Bet. All right, here we go. The first person come to the stage. First person come to the stage. I'm going to give y'all 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. If you don't know how to get to the stage, you know what? I can't help y'all with that now. Y'all got to be y'all on TikTok. You got to know how to work it. You hit the multi-guess button at the bottom. 10. I'm going to start over. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. There you go. Hello.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Are you a real person?
I am.
Oh, okay. You ain't got no picture up in your thing or nothing.
I don't. No, I don't. I promise I'm a real person. This is my first time actually linking on to your live. So I'm
Okay.
just like, okay, this is very interesting.
Okay, cool. All right. You want to try to win one of the ebooks?
I want to try.
All right, cool. So how long have you been in the live today?
About 25 minutes.
All right, cool. So you've heard me say a lot. All right, here we go. What are 3 attachment styles that I spoke about?
Ooh, dang. Okay, you did talk about them. Lord, I'm in the process of cooking too. Okay, so I think you said one was dismissive.
Okay.
Okay. Ratatatai. One was, I don't remember. I kind of remember what you were saying about them, but I don't specifically remember the names.
Okay. If y'all tell her in the comments, I'm gonna kick you out of the room. Y'all know y'all shouldn't do that. If I'm asking her a question, y'all shouldn't tell her. If you tell her in the comments, I'm gonna block you from the live.
It's okay. Honestly, I didn't even think I would get attached or get what I don't even know. I'm not a big like TikTok person where I know how to do all this stuff. When you said what to do, I just tapped on the multi button.
All right, cool. I'm gonna give you the answers.
Okay.
You won't win, but I'm gonna give you the answers. So
Okay.
there's a secure attachment style. You have
Sure.
dismissive,
Dismissive.
you have fearful, and you have anxious.
Oh,
Let me ask you a
okay.
question. Are you in a relationship?
I am.
Okay, cool. Good. Well, I don't need to ask you any further questions.
Okay.
I was
What
gonna
was
ask
the
you.
last one though? It was fearful and then
So you got fearful and anxious. So secure, anxious,
anxious.
fearful, and
Okay.
dismissive. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you, sis, for coming up. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for what you're doing.
All right. Thank you. No problem. All right, Miss Gina, you get an opportunity now because she didn't get it right. Are you ready?
Okay.
Gina, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Um,
I think I am. Yeah.
you ready? Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Here we go.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me get how long have you been in here?
I missed a little bit because I had to step into the post office, but I've been in here about 45 minutes.
Okay, cool. So I talked about not allowing a guy to come into your life and to do what? When I said that, yeah, I said you. Okay, I'll take that. I'll give you this. When you were vetting a guy, what should you go to a vetting conversation with?
Certain questions about
I said take a certain number of these.
I think you said 5, but they're in your ebook, the one I don't have.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I have the 30-day journal. I just got it a few days ago, but
All right, cool.
I don't have
Let
the
me
other
ask you.
one.
Let me ask you. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you something else.
Thank you.
What are 2 questions you can ask a guy to find out if he's emotionally available?
I guess one might be how long his longest relationship was, or how's when he got out of his last relationship.
No. So the
No.
first one is right. How long was your longest relationship? Is one of the things you want to find out.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you slide. I'm gonna let you have that one because that's a tough question. I'm gonna let you slide. So
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go with that one. That was good.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so when you get a chance, email me send me your email in my inbox so I can send you the link to get your ebook. Okay.
Thank you so much. I
All right.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
for coming up. No
Okay,
problem.
sure.
All right, that's it for today. I ain't giving away no more. That's it. Y'all ain't getting no more. No more freebies. That's it. Go. Yeah or no. No. Okay. All right, ladies, it's been great being with y'all today. So listen, this Wednesday we're doing a trauma recovery class. This Wednesday. Trauma recovery class this Wednesday on Zoom. If you want to be a part of our trauma recovery class, you send $20, $25 to this Cash App. And what's going to happen is once you send the money to the Cash App, please put your email in the Cash App if you can. If you can't put your email in the Cash App, make sure you email me here on TikTok and let me know you want to be a part of the class so I can send you all of the things. Thank you. Nice meeting you too, Nina. All right. Also, make sure you go to my website, paullbryant.com. Thank you, Barbie. Thank you for being in here. paullbryant.com. paullbryant.com. You can go there and get my 30-day guided workbook. You can walk through it for 30 days or go get the ebook. If you are a woman that's dating and getting to know somebody, you need that quick reference ebook. Okay? You need a quick reference ebook. Now, for all of you ladies that cannot be in my Zoom on Wednesday and you want the class, if you want the replay, you can get the replay as well because we will record it. That's also going to be $25. I'm not going to let you pay $15 and these people pay $25 to come into the class. Okay, it's gonna be $25 still. So if you want to get, no problem, Leona. So if you want to get the recording for the class on Wednesday because you can't be there, you can send $25 also to this Cash App. Send $25 to the Cash App and put your email in the Cash App or here on TikTok, and I'll send you the recording. Okay, I appreciate all of you all. I really, really do. Don't get out here and start doing this mess, man, and making these same mistakes. Get the ebook, get the resources, schedule a coaching call, whatever you need to win. Whatever you need to win, let me know so I can help you. Y'all be good. I'm gonna be letting y'all know soon about I'm gonna do an interview with the lady from the lady that was in here earlier. I'm gonna be doing an interview with her soon from Later Dater, okay? How do you get a notification when I'm live again? You just got to follow me. Anytime you follow me, you'll get a notification. Do you answer private DMs? I do. I quick questions, though. I don't do coaching from the DM. So if you got a quick question, I can answer it. Quick question. Let me give y'all this. Let me tell y'all this. So what I typically do with ladies that don't have, you maybe can't afford to join the class or whatever, and you still need access to me. What you can do is you can join my coaching, my chat community. So my chat community. So I have a community of women that we are on what's the name of that thing we on? I always forget the name of that thing. What is that thing? Name of that thing, Gloria? Group Me. We on Group Me, right? We on Group Me. So if you want to be a part of my Group Me, it's $25 per month. And what happens is with the Group Me, you can access me Monday through Friday, even on Saturdays. I'm always available to text, send you a message. You have a quick question, you need coaching, I can coach you from the inbox on Group Me. Whatever we need to do, we could do it from Group Me. A lot of women join Group Me just to have access to me so they can talk to me when they go out on dates, so they got questions real quick. They can't find me on TikTok, because I'm not on TikTok every day. I'm on here like sporadically every now and again when I got some downtime, all right? So if you want to be on Group Me with us, all you have to do is send $25 here to this Cash App and put in the notes Group Me. And also you email me at paullbryant1@gmail.com. I do updates in Group Me. I put tips and techniques in Group Me. I talk to the women in Group Me. I share things that's going on with the women in Group Me. We do everything, right? Group Me is a place for y'all to be if y'all want to just keep access to me and you got questions for me and you can't find me on TikTok or Instagram. So it's $25 per month. That's easy. What is that? That's not even $1 a day. What is that? 25 cents a day? I don't know. It's cheap. Whatever it is, it's inexpensive. So y'all want to be on Group Me to message me if you have questions or things you need to find out, you can do that, all right? So just go to Group Me, send me an email to paullbryant, the number 1, not the word 1, paullbryant, the number 1 @gmail.com if you want to be on Group Me, paullbryant, the number 1 @gmail.com. All right, y'all be good. Y'all have a great day, and I will talk to you all soon, okay? Have a good one.